Warning, this content may be upsetting or disturbing to some audiences. I always tell my friends with kids to be careful. What's a scary or disturbing fact that would probably keep most people awake at night? People who sleep less than 6 hours a night are at an increased risk to die prematurely. There is a spider that has fangs so powerful that it can bite through a leather boot. It usually attacks multiple times and you have to grab it and pry it off of you. It is also incredibly deadly. When swimming in stagnant water you could inhale an amoeba which eats its way through your nose and then eats your brainstem. When an autopsy is performed, the organs are removed, weighed, sliced, and placed into a plastic bag. This includes the brain and tongue. Once they're finished, they put everything together in the plastic bag and place it in the chest cavity. So when you're buried, your brain is actually in your chest. Cancer is extremely common. You likely have cancer right now. The only things stopping you from going terminal are your immune system and more cancer. That's right, cancer can get cancer that kills the cancer. You can actually wake up during surgery. But the worst part is that you are still paralyzed. So you can feel everything what they do to you but you can't signal to them that you are conscious. This is one of my worst fears. Happened to a classmate from high school at 22. Nicest guy ever. Fell asleep on his couch at home and died. Damn, that's tragic. Something similar happened to a family friend's 19-year-old daughter. She fell asleep and never woke up. In the 70s to 80s, the first case of many Southeast Asian refugees in the US who died screaming in their sleep was recorded. This was common for Lao Hmong men who lived through the Cambodian genocide and CIA recruitment for the Lao Civil War. It's theorized that this was an extreme form of PTSD. One story, the man had stayed up for days fearing he would be attacked if he slept. He drank coffee and lied to his parents about sleeping. He did everything he could to keep from sleeping. When he finally fell asleep, his parents thought this crisis was over. Then they heard screams in the middle of the night. By the time they got to him, he was dead. He died in the middle of a nightmare. Think of someone you love but only see a few times a year. Now take a guess at how many years until one of you dies. How many more times in your lifetime are you going to see that person? If you moved away from your parents and only see them 3 times a year and you expect them to live another 30 years, that's less than 100 times you will ever see them again. Here's 3. Goats were used as a medieval torture method. Strap someone to a chair for 2 days, with their feet dipped in salt water. Release a goat into the room. The goat will lick the salt of the victim's feet, and since a goat's tongue is super coarse it will strip the flesh off down to the bone. No pleading, and no mercy, the goat won't care about the screams. For more exciting Reddit stories please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.